Mr. Do you have many? Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, leaving so soon and without a farewell. Mr. Fox. be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property. Mr. Fox. Should be low on ammo by now. Mr. Fox, leaving so soon and without a farewell. That's not very neighborly. should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox. Mr. I have underestimated you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
What are you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and then lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Fox, how are you going to take me if you can't move?
What?
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill me or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were going to surprise me again, like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer. The discharge it releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never, Mr. Fox.
See you never, General X. Are you all right, son? Don't worry. The effects of the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
Colonel Harris and I went to the helicopter. A few minutes later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris, disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the colonel.
Of course not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be ridiculous. He's not Colonel Harris. I never said he was.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that helicopter.
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is. Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plan it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
How dare you! Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough! We'll find out who you are and then we'll execute you. What now?
What the hell is happening in here?
Colonel in the room, salute!
At ease.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the X-Army base, but also he found classified information about Operation Jericho that will be essential in stopping the X-Army. For goodness sakes, that man's a hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the helicopter, Colonel. But it looks like they found a corpse in the helicopter, but I don't know who he is. They say he has a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun, but I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X. I killed him with your gun myself. Don't you remember? See you never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That was heavy. In the air. You know what happened.
Hurry up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons everywhere. But don't panic. I think we'll be able to reach Allied territory before they catch up.
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie Alpha 54438. Do you copy? Damn it! This radio isn't working.
Don't worry, Colonel. As soon as we reach Allied territory, they'll stop pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when we don't answer is take us down.
So we'll be shot at when we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place. We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes.
But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You have them, Colonel. We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring. Show it to them. They'll believe you.
It reeks of me.
Well, that's because those were going to snatch it as they put their hands on me. So I hid it in the only safe place I had left. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, but I had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument.
Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son. We're running out of time. For heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree. The owner of a farm who spotted me arrived a few minutes later. After tending to my wounds and offering me food, he was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the Army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho. I, Colonel Alan Harris of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
You're also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
National idiots?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. Everyone was arrested. Robert the paparazzi published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize. The two doctors and their two fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe. The captain of that boat retired with my $50 million, but he died of gonorrhea the week after.
Seriously?
No, but he would have deserved it. Do you remember Private Mike, the one I found hammered and whose leave I obtained? Well, he could finally visit his daughter for her birthday.
Hello?
Daddy!
And I went back to my old life as a smuggler. The end.
Wow, Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous. Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
Very well. Let's see. You're Jesse Fox!
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus. I can't believe it!
Hey, Jimmy. Who is that guy?
Mikey's Fox! The one who rescued Colonel Alan Harris and prevented the nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports. Go, drive carefully.
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Stop the car.
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
Hey, Jimmy. Who the is this Colonel Alan Harris?
I don't know. Yesterday I met that guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the colonel and prevented nuclear attacks when he drove by, that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it? Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever.
People make up stupid just to score.
Yeah, dude.
There we have it. $8. That game. I'm gonna Go to bed now because it's way. So I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed the stream.